I'm out here in front of Pug Mahones Irish Pub and Grill, where they have dry rub wings that people cannot say enough good things about. They go from 1X spice to 8X spice, and I'm gonna try them all. When you first walk in, you're greeted by an unpretentious dive bar vibe. But Pug Mahones goes way beyond the typical dive bar. The walls are covered with Hollywood memorabilia, with some impressive autographed photos of movie stars. But there's a lot more than that. They also have an outdoor tropical-themed volleyball bar with sand courts called Payground Resort Tiki Bar right next door. It's a classic format in northern Lake County and the broader Illisconsin region. Or should I call it Wiskinois? Illisconsin. We can fight about that later. And that tiki theme is the classic, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere sensibility that the Lakes region is famous for. Best of all, Pug Mahones is conveniently located right across the street from the high school. If I were a high school teacher, I think spicy chicken wings would pair perfectly with my lunch hour binge drinking. The wings start at what they call their 1X wings, that according to their menu only adds Cajun flavor, and they increase in flavor and heat intensity with different blends of peppers all the way up to 8X, featuring the dreaded Carolina Reaper pepper. There's even an off-menu 100X wing designed to inspire fear and awe. Useful for wagers, practical jokes, or acts of revenge. The genius behind these wings is a guy named Bill. Sorry, Lake County, I had no luck convincing Bill to talk to you on camera. Off camera, he told me a bit about his wings. He grows the peppers himself, reminding me of the same dedication to quality you're used to seeing from fancy Michelin-rated chefs who grow their own herbs and vegetables. Bill told me the wings are very lightly breaded to give them a light and crispy fried coating. Of course, they're still tender and juicy on the inside. Curiously, they only appear to serve the wingette portion of the wing, without the meatier drumettes. That may be because wing fans actually prefer wingettes for their crispier skin, and the increased relative surface area holds more sauce for a higher sauce-to-meat ratio. Or maybe Bill just likes consistency. That would be my guess. And the wingettes are strikingly uniform in size. No awkward who gets the bigger one moment when you share a basket of wings. And ultimately, fewer bar fights. The 1X wing is all about Cajun flavor. Bill told me the featured pepper for the 1X is cayenne. These wings are full flavored with very mild heat. Tiniest amount of heat. If you're curious about Bill's wings and timid about the heat, this is where you start. It's delicious. It's really, really tender. It's really juicy. It's perfectly fried. The 1X wings seemed like the right time to try their homemade hot sauce. Honestly, wings aside, the hot sauce was a real showstopper. It ruined my tongue for all other pepper sauces. It has a very friendly heat level. It's not an angry, tongue-blistering challenge. Instead, its wing-clingingly thick and chunky texture delivers a bright and zesty explosion of fresh pepper flavor that will remind you of why you have a tongue in the first place. Wow. That is just an awesome, like a fresh pepper flavor. It's nothing like something that comes out of a jar. Oh, this is like one of my new favorite foods right here. It's amazing. It's really, really good. The 2X wing is all about Cajun flavor with what Pug Mahones calls a mild heat level. Bill told me the featured pepper for the 2X is the Caribbean Red Habanero, coming in at around 375,000 Scoville heat units. That's roughly 75 times hotter than a jalapeno. But first I had to cleanse my palate with beer and some quick mouth yoga. Doing a reset? Here we go with the 2X. Ready? Of course you are. You get a similar Cajun profile as the 1X with a little more heat, but it's not over the top. If you like some heat but aren't looking for an extreme challenge, 2X is the right place to start. Perfectly executed. Tender, juicy, crunchy on the outside. It's a little bit hotter. Seems like it's just one little step up. I mean, it makes sense going from 1 to 2, right? Feel it on my lips a little bit. Probably gonna need more beer. The 3X wing is what Pug Mahones calls medium heat level. Bill told me the featured pepper for the 3X is the ghost pepper. It's a pepper that registers 1 million Scoville heat units. That's 125 times hotter than a jalapeno pepper. To keep things scientific, I had to flush the 2X wings from my palate. It's noticeably hotter. Yeah, that heat's starting to kick in. I'm tough. I can take it. Kinda hot though. The 3X had me reaching for the homemade ranch dressing to cut the heat. Oh, that's really good. I have to say, the step up in heat to 3x was higher than the step from 1x to 2x. And when you're working on a full flight of wings that goes from 1x to 8x, and the heat is starting to kick in around level 3, that heat doesn't just affect your mouth, it gets in your head. You have another 5 levels ahead of you. That's really starting to build. Whoa. So the 3 has got enough heat that I'm really starting to wonder what 8 is like. This is really good. The 4X wing is what Pug Mahones calls a hot heat level. That means levels 5 through 8 are beyond hot. Bill told me the featured pepper for this wing, like the 3X, is again the ghost pepper. Before tasting, I kept things scientific with more beer. Just like the other wings, the 4X had the whole crispy, tender, juicy thing going on. Perfect again, of course. Yeah, I can feel that heat starting to build. And they were hot. But after the jump from 2x to 3x, I wasn't sure what to expect. And the step from 3x to 4x wasn't quite as intense. I don't know if I'm getting used to it. It's nice and hot. That 3 really surprised me. So that was a shock moment. This one is supposed to be the next step up. And maybe it's just not shocking me as much. It's very good and it's hot. The wings are so good that I keep forgetting to put the delicious hot sauce on there. That's really good. 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x. Then my nose started running. The 5x wing is what Pug Mahones calls hotter. Bill told me the featured pepper for this wing is the scorpion pepper, coming in at around 1.6 million Scoville heat units. That's roughly 320 times hotter than a jalapeno. Is mouth insurance a thing? Time to cleanse the palate. Let's see what happens. I'm not one to back down from spicy heat. In fact, I'm a fan. With that said, the 5X wing was impressively hot. These are awesome. That heat's starting to build. Yeah, that's hot. Wow. Just like this burning flavor. I don't think a pint of beer could quench it. The 6X wing is what Pug Mahones calls really hot. In my opinion, that undersells it. We drove past really hot a few miles back. Bill told me the featured pepper for this wing is, again, the scorpion pepper. So I can only assume the difference is more. Keeping things scientific. The 6X was bewilderingly, viciously spicy. Whoever named the scorpion pepper was onto something. Ooh, that's bringing some serious heat. That's hot. Breathing fire. It's delicious, though. Okay, well. That actually caught me. It happened again. All right, this is starting to get intense. I'm gonna sit with this burn for a minute here before I go to the beer. Oh. Definitely, I need the tear cam right here. Okay, that was 6. The 7X wing is what Pug Mahones calls stupid hot. Bill told me the featured pepper for this wing is the Carolina Reaper pepper, coming in at around 1.6 million Scoville heat units. That's roughly 360 times hotter than a jalapeno. After the 6X, I was feeling a little intimidated by the heat, and I was bracing for another big step up in pain with some reluctance. A little teeny bit afraid. I'm trying to nerve myself up. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. On 3. 1, 2, 2.5. Like the others, the 7X was crispy, tender, juicy. It was Cajun-licious and really hot, but something seemed amiss. That is so delicious. And hot. Hey, I'm doing okay with it. But I was not okay. I didn't know it, but my experience with the 6X wing had fried my heat and pain receptors in my mouth. It's a documented phenomenon called capsaicin receptor desensitization, and it's used in modern medicine for pain management. Capsaicin is the stuff in chili peppers that brings that infamous heat. Hotter peppers have more capsaicin. When my experience of the 6X was so hot it was funny, and I decided to bask in the heat rather than chugging beer to escape it, I exposed myself to so much capsaicin that my nervous system decided to turn the volume down on the heat. When I tried the 7X, it was hot, but my experience was milder than I expected. I was oblivious to the processes going on inside my own mouth. That was 7X. I had a harder time getting through the 6X. than the 7X. I don't know what that means. I have no idea, like, why that would be. The 8X wing is what Pug Mahones calls ridiculous hot. Bill told me the featured pepper for this wing is, again, the Carolina Reaper pepper. Capsaicin receptor desensitization is a real mouthful, so to speak. Let's just call it 6X syndrome. But 6X syndrome only blunts the effects of the chilies. It doesn't turn it off completely. Significantly more capsaicin will be hotter. My less than feared experience with the 7X renewed my optimism. I was ready to charge forth to take on the 8X. Wow. These are delicious. Oh. Wow. Wow. This is hot. Oh my god, that's hot. Oh. It's got my eyes watering a little bit, and my nose is running a little bit. Even with 6X syndrome in play, the 8X wing was really hot, pointing to what's likely an appalling amount of capsaicin. Bill told me about an off-menu wing reserved for friendly wagers, dares, and practical jokes. The 100X. The featured pepper on the 100X is a mystery because I forgot to ask. What you can see is a level of seasoning that I'd call irresponsibly hot. It looks intense. Here we go. Here it comes. It was crispy, tender, juicy, and Cajun-licious, and then it was hot. Irresponsibly hot. It's those spots where you see the concentrated seasoning. That's getting really intense. Wow. Trying not to drink my beer. Even with the partial protection of 6X syndrome, the heat was significant. I can only imagine how hot it must be when you try it fresh, without first climbing a ladder of heat with your mouth. That was a real adventure. As a stunt, it was delicious. As a meal, it was extreme. Worth it? Totally. Like some intense thrill ride for your mouth. This whole thing is highly, highly recommended. I would happily reorder any of these. They're all good. This is truly masterful. And if Cajun heat isn't your thing, they have a variety of other dry rub flavors. And in addition to that, they also have sauce flavors too. Or choose from burgers, sandwiches, wraps, and more. I'll be bringing friends out here. Help me help you, Lake County. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. Let the algos hear us roar. I have lots of beer. Don't worry.